He-Man never imagined that even though he revealed his secret of transforming into a monster, however, what awaited him next was a death sentence, and it would be executed by the strongest man on the surface of the earth. After Kafka was captured, he endured countless experiments in this terrifying laboratory like a lab rat. But after so many days of waiting, Kafka was finally going to face his final judgment. And when he saw who was coming, he was stunned. He never imagined that the person judging him would be Tsuchinomiya Ko, the strongest man on the surface of the earth. While Kafka was still in shock, Tsuchinomiya Ko ordered the staff to release his restraints. Because Tsuchinomiya Ko knew that if Kafka really was a Class B monster, these restraints would never hold him. Kafka realized that this person was different from others, perhaps someone he could communicate with. But just as Kafka was about to explain, in that split second, his transformed arm blocked the bullet. However, Kafka didn't expect that this was just the beginning. Before he could react, his right chest had already been blown open. Tsuchinomiya Ko did this simply to make Kafka understand one fact: only a monster could physically block a bullet. And with this alone, Kafka could no longer argue that he was human. After saying this, Tsuchinomiya Ko didn't hesitate to put on his special weapon. Kafka immediately realized that things had become very dire. In an instant, a huge hand appeared in front of him. Although Kafka barely dodged at the last moment, the surprise attack still caused him to lose a hand. Even worse, he was now suspended in midair, unable to evade any further. When Kafka hit the ground, he was forced into a semi-monster state. Tsuchinomiya Ko continued to attack, pushing Kafka further into a corner. In order to have any chance to argue that he was still human, Kafka made a decision. He would focus entirely on dodging until Tsuchinomiya Ko's battlesuit reached its limit. But this idea vanished almost instantly. As the strongest on the surface of the earth, Tsuchinomiya Ko's relentless assault would undoubtedly lead to Kafka's death. In a short time, Kafka had lost a hand and a leg, unable to fight or escape. At this critical moment, Kafka completely lost control and went berserk. As he roared, the ground around him trembled violently, an attack that threatened everyone nearby. At the same time, deep inside Kafka, he felt his body no longer obeying him. It was now impossible to prove he was human. His current form was undeniably that of a monster. And next would be the battle between the strongest on the surface and monster number 8. Who do you think will win?